I want you to just sit back and picture the first time you played Portal or Half-Life 2. You notice the atmosphere is a bit dense and you're basically by yourself. I mean, for example, in Portal 1, everyone's dead. You're there with your portal gun, solving puzzles that seem to be for no reason at all, and you can hear the ever so slight droning in your headphones, realizing that you are completely alone in this abandoned waste of a facility, similar to Half-Life 2. You're basically on your own for the most part until you find people like Alex and Barney, but the same atmosphere still exists in the game. Valve has a really good way of just making a really desolate atmosphere and making you realize that you're just kind of alone, like all the time. Like there's just silence. Or if you, for the first time, load into GMod and you'll hear stuff like this, you start to notice that there's something going on that you don't really know about because you're just so bewildered by the atmosphere. Now, I'm putting Nextbots to the side for a second. I will go into detail about why Nextbots make the game creepy as well. GMod as a game makes you realize you have all the power basically in the world to make your own sandbox. You can spawn entities, you can spawn in vehicles, you can become a god, you can fly. But is it really worth doing it by yourself? I mean, you can play the game with friends, but even then, you're still just there. You just exist in this plane, this little sandbox map. The first map will be introducing the player to the whole game, so you can understand how to spawn NPCs, or how to make enemies chase you, or how to create scenarios. Like the GMod storytelling scene and the role-playing, some of it is really good. Like back in the day, most of your SFMs were made on GMod because people would sit there by themselves using a tool gun to make scenarios. But does that not sound creepy to you? I think that sounds creepy to me, personally. I've only invested about 20 hours of my life on GMod, trying to get a lot more because I really like the game. But you gotta admit, Valve's atmosphere and the source engine itself creates some very scary times. Now, if we're talking about Nextbots, that's a different story. Because Nextbots, that are featured on my channel a bunch of times now, they basically act as stalkers, right? So you're exploring a map by yourself, and obviously you're aware of the fact you've spawned in the Nextbot, but you don't know when it's coming to get you. The pathfinding with Nextbots is it will always chase the player if they're moving. I'm pretty sure that's like the coding for it. Or at least, if you're near a certain distance to you, they will just hunt you down. And you don't have time to react. You've got to run around the map and just hope you don't get caught. Like, there's a certain adrenaline rush and joy from doing that. But Nextbots are creepy. Like, just the whole game itself alone is creepy enough, but Nextbots add like a whole nother layer to it that I can't really explain. I mean, I'll just leave you with this clip here and just listen to how like droning and silent the map is, because there's no noise going on, and then watch me get chased by an Abunga for the rest of the clip. This game is creepy as shit, man.